So it's been a wild ride for the day before, and for one of the most anticipated survival games for this year, I will say the day before has had a lot of doubters, a lot of criticism, but somehow, some way, they seem to always continue to push forward with this game. And now we have more details on what the day before is and what we can expect from this game coming in less than a month. So let's dive into those details right now. Now, we know that the day before was set to come out on November 10th, and they put out a statement saying the game's release has been slightly delayed to December 7th at 10 a.m. Now, a lot of speculation has gone into this was because of the name. The day before was in a legal lawsuit with an individual who trademarked the name shortly after they announced the first game, but they came out and confirmed that they have won that legal battle and the game will be called the day before. Now, if you remember, the Steam page was removed due to that, and now the Steam page has already been restored by Valve. So this is already a good sign that the game is officially coming in approximately 1 month. Now, a lot of you guys might ask, what is early access and why early access? Well, they said the game is in early access because this is their first huge game at Fantastic, and there may be unforeseen circumstances. Early access allows us to refine and improve the game in collaboration with the communities. So hopefully the feedback they take from the community from the early access will help improve the full release of the game. Now, what is the current state of early access? Most of you might ask. Well, the game is playable in multiplayer, allowing players to fully immerse themselves in a post-apocalyptic open world MMO survival set in present day on the US East Coast following a deadly pandemic. Players can explore the beautiful, detailed New Fortune City and its surrounding, fight each other using realistic weapons, complete quests, build their own houses, buy cars, experience day-night changes, and face deadly infected. We have implemented everything we wanted for the game based on our vision of post-pandemic survival experience. So it seems everything in the early access will be pretty much what's in the full release, except for it's going to be a more solid product because it's going to have pretty much testers giving feedback around the clock. Now, some ask how long will be early access. They say they're hoping early access for around 6 to 8 months, but this could definitely change. Now, the full version will be released when we are confident that it represents the best version of the game possible. At least they're recognizing this game isn't going to be something easy for them to pull off, and they need a lot of help with feedback from the players playing it during the early access. Now, what is the difference between the full version and early access? Besides bug fixes, improving to balance and core gameplay, we plan to introduce additional content to the game, such as new items, weapons, equipment, cars, and houses. One thing I'm worried about is, will this game be filled with microtransactions? And only time will tell. They did confirm the price of the early access is $39 on early access and $49 on the full version. Now, if you do purchase the early access version of the game, you will not need to repurchase the full version on full release. Now, they are not having any pre-orders, so I definitely like this move. They're not trying to take anyone's money prior to you actually seeing somebody play it. So you can watch your favorite YouTuber, watch your favorite streamer, and definitely decide afterwards if it's something you want to invest your money in. Now, they didn't forget about the console users. They did say the next gen console version will also come with the full release, so you will not have any early access on PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X, but once the full release of the game comes out, that's when you can expect to see a console version of this game. Now, with all that being said, what did we learn from this final trailer and what stood out to us the most? Well, the city definitely looks very beautiful in my opinion. I think it's going to be something a lot of us can dive into, enjoy exploring, and having fun. Now, the game mechanics is what really is going to set this game apart if it truly plays the way they have shown. Now, they did mention a colony called Woodbury, which is kind of your base of operations where your safe haven is. There will be customization for characters. So if you were worried about not being able to customize your character, there will be plenty of customization in the game as shown in the final trailer for you to really dive deep into. Now, looting, managing your inventory in your backpack is definitely going to be a big part of this game, and they actually showcase that in the final trailer. As you can see in this little gameplay clip right here, they show your loot, you can see your inventory space, and you can see your equipment. And if you look very closely, you can see that we actually have cash in there. We have food, we have medical supplies, we have different ammo types for each weapon. You have your armor vest. So definitely gives me a lot of the Escape from Tarkov vibes that you might notice from that style of game. Now, you might notice you have different health bars in this game, just like typically every survival game, a health bar, an energy bar, and a thirst bar. Now you can maintain your energy up by eating food, and you can maintain your thirst up by drinking water or any types of liquid. Now, the combat in this game actually kind of shocked me. So it is a third-person game and you can shoot third person, but we finally got to see clips of them actually shooting in first person. So you're gonna have the option if you wanna go into third person or first person, but the choice is yours, and I think that's pretty cool. Now, weapon customization is a thing in the day before, so you'll be able to deck out those weapons however you like, as long as you have the resources, of course. One thing that did stood out to me is they say they're going for a realistic feel for the weapons, realistic recoil, realistic movement. So it's going to be cool to see how they implement that in the game. Now, there are quests in the game to allow you to earn Woodbury coins. That is the in-game currency for the day before, and you'll use that to buy different items like ammo, gear, food, even items for your cabin. So you can actually show those off to your friends when they come over to visit. And then how about those really cool vehicles we got to see? Now, after every major raid or major mission out there in the open world, you can come back and dump all those really cool items into your stash space, and then you don't have to take all that out. Biggest question is, do you lose everything when you're out in the open world? And that's pretty much everything we learned from the final trailer and the press release they released shortly after. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited? Do you plan on getting the early access? Down in the comment. I'll see you guys in the next one. I think I'm on board. I'm probably going to buy the early access for the day before for December 7th. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, nothing but skills out. Take it easy, everybody.